That's pretty cool. I'm assuming that's a chunk border, right? No, that's the hitboxes. Hold on. That didn't actually help much. It's way too dark in here to see that. I don't. Maybe they're definitely there, but I think YouTube compression might do something about that or whatever. The chunk borders are on, but it's way too dark in here to actually see them. How about if I make it lighter? Oh, that actually kind of worked. I think. I don't know. Whatever. That's not important. Um. Oops. Okay. What is important is I would like a beacon. So we set up this. Well, I'm not the only one who wants a beacon. We set up a really small. I think this is actually too. Oh, that was a mistake. Now the Blaze might see me. This might be too small because I think the point is we set up a wither skeleton farm to try and get some wither skeletons, get some skulls, but this is definitely too small. I don't know why I didn't think of this while I was working on it. This the whole oh whoa, that actually did work. Hold on. These guys can see me, right? Yeah. So I'll just make them all see me and then bring them over here. That's surprising. I wasn't actually expecting this to work. I thought it was too small. But we got 4 here. I might get 1 skull. I doubt it. I'd have to spend some serious time here if I wanted to get anything. Come on. Okay. Yeah, I doubt they're gonna drop anything. Get over here. Come on. You good? Are you okay? What's over there that's causing them to not be able to move? Oh, that Blaze is gonna be able to see me, so I might as well just... Nope, he didn't drop anything. Yeah, I'll take the coal, though, and the arrows. I'm gonna have to contact, I don't know, I'll just watch the video and fix it myself, but for some reason they don't want to get up there unless one of the other ones shoves them up there. They're just not going up. They're staying there. I think that block might have something to do with it, but I'm afraid to get rid of it in case it doesn't. Oh, well, that block's not even there on the other side. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get a skull, but I do get some coal, which is nice. I've been here for a few minutes, and no other skeletons are even spawning, and I feel like the other things that are spawning are taking up the mob cap or something. I don't know, because I didn't watch the video, and I don't really know too much about the code and everything, but I'm assuming that wither skeletons can't even spawn because there's too many mobs in here. That's what I think, at least. And if we made it large enough that some of the areas would be unloaded, maybe if I just turn my render distance down. Oh, that's a lot higher than it's supposed to be. I have no idea. That didn't even do anything. Oh, no, that's not a wither skeleton. That's just a magma cube. Yeah, I don't think anything's going to be spawning in here, so I might have to make this larger in the next, I don't know, in the next day or two. That's, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to have to do. I'm not getting anything to spawn here. And even when stuff does spawn, they don't have a high chance of dropping their head at all. So I don't think I'm going to get it. I have looting 3 on the sword, and I still doubt that I'm going to get a head. So I'll just have to make it bigger and come back some other day. The first order of business, however, is to turn my render distance back up, because I'm the only one on, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going back to these people's base, because in the last video, the audio cut out at this part. And hold on, I'm actually just going to check real quick that it's working. Yes, it is. Um, I mean, you get to see right here. It is pretty gnarly. I don't know what that's for. That looks pretty cool though. Um, this is my favorite base on the server right now. They have way too many boats though. What is this? Again, oh, I think they're working on something new. That definitely looks like some underwater tunnel. I have no idea where it leads though. I have to talk to these people about some of the stuff they're doing. I haven't spoken to them in a while. They're never on while I'm on, but I do see them on sometimes, like in the Discord. I have no idea what they're doing though. They kind of conspire between each other. Anyway though, this is a new room also, or is it? I don't know. Uh, I need to show you guys the actual cool part of their base though, which is all of that stuff. I think this is, no, that's not new. They they have they have a bridge there that leads to nowhere, but this bridge over here actually does lead to something, and I'm not gonna I'm just gonna fly up. There we go. There's a cool tower over there. It leads to a cool tower over here that leads to this area, which is it also has a bridge that leads to nowhere. They must like building bridges, which makes sense because they live on a bunch of islands. They placed all this grass by themselves and kind of set up some farms, I guess. It's pretty cool. But the overall base itself has so much stuff. And why do they do this? Why not just make it a straight path of stairs? Why put two sets of ladders? I don't know. It's they even have a sheep farm over here, like with different colored wool. That's pretty cool. I think there's some XP up here, and I'm just gonna grab it. No, it just despawned. Um, oh no, there it is. That's weird. There's a spider eye. That's interesting. Um, the grass isn't even completely grown yet, so they must have just planted it. This is a pretty cool base, though. I went into it in a lot more detail in the last episode, but the audio cut out, and I don't feel like exploring everything again for the third time, because I did it once by myself, then once on camera, and then this time here. And that was a mistake. Anyway, though, I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Acer. I have to ask. But it looks very cool. It's, in the words of Kanye West himself, very cool. That looks like something. If it is, I've not seen it yet. It might just be dirt, but it definitely looks like wood. So I'm gonna go check that out right now, because if it is something, then I haven't actually seen. No, that's just Podzol. Okay, all right, time to go home. Before I go home, though, I want to show you something that I did off cam. Oh my gosh, that I did off camera. I don't know why I did it off camera, but I did. I built a shop where I'm selling all of the conduits and stuff. I think it looks pretty cool. It kind of has the color palette of a guardian. I don't know why. Guardians have nothing to do with these, but I thought it would be cool anyway. I mean, the conduit itself has similar colors, and it does use prismarine, but it's an underwater shop, and it has like a conduit in the floor. And we have a conduit kit for 32 diamonds. It has all the stuff for conduit and 52 prismarine, which is more than enough. Yeah, we have 3. I actually have 3 more, but I don't have them in the shop. Then I'm also selling mini guardians, because why not? So that's I just finished this today, so I obviously haven't made any sales yet, but I do have it, and I think it looks pretty nice. So I have both. I have all, no, not both. All 3 of the buildings I've constructed over here. The conduit shop, the wood and kelp shop. Speaking of which, have I made any sales? No. And I also have the ender chest thingy over here, which has stuff. Yeah, I have 3 more conduits that I can put in there, but I don't actually have them in there right now because I don't have space. I think the shop turned out pretty well, though. I have wood over here because it kind of looks like the conduit itself. Let's see if we can see it. We can kind of see it. It looks like it kind of has wood. Obviously, it's not wood. It's the shell, and it has the actual heart of the sea on the inside. But wood looks a lot like the shell, so I just used wood. We got the cinematic camera movement. We got that the server saved the game. I want to take a moment to talk about the last episode, which is never a good sign. Uh, I am currently rendering it. It's Sunday. The video went out on Wednesday, but as I said in the beginning, it cut off part of the video. I rendered it multiple times. I don't even know if this one's going to work. I hope it does, though, because it's taking a little longer than normal, which I guess means it's rendering more. Hopefully it's rendered the whole thing. I have high hopes this time, but I've also had high hopes every other time. I have no idea if I will get it out. For all I know, this could also be episode 6, in which case I'll have some more recording that I have to do. Episode 6 didn't work out, though. The episode itself was fine, but every time I tried to do anything with it, stuff was cut off. The first time it cut off 4 minutes, the second time it cut off 11 minutes, the third time I think it was 5 minutes, then the fifth time 13 minutes, or I might have skipped 4, I don't know, I lost count. I think I'm on either render 7 or 8 right now, and it's taking longer than it normally does, so I'm hoping it's captured all 22 minutes. I don't know. The last video, it sucks that that was all cut off. Hopefully I can get it so it isn't cut off, but it was definitely late. The last video sucks. One thing I did want to say, though, I got multiple comments on the video, which I wasn't expecting. Only one of which actually had to do with the placement of my house, which is what I wanted for the comments. They said I should put it over here, and I haven't really made up my mind yet, because I would like to see if more people comment on the video if it's actually like complete. I think I'm gonna put it over here though, because what's my render distance at? 12. I want to see how flat this area is, because one other thing I have from last time is one of my friends, Cheese, gave me a good idea, and that I should actually build a neighborhood, or at least more than just one house, and then I'd have the entrance not in one of the houses, but in like some centerpiece around the neighborhood, or inside the neighborhood, I guess. I think that's a good idea. It would require a ton more resources to do, and I think I should freestyle at least one of the houses if I do that. But then I'd need a really big area, and this is it's definitely big enough, but it'd require a lot of digging, which would mean that I'd need a beacon, and I'm gonna kill this guy real quick. I almost died. They do more damage than I remember, or I guess the chest plate is more important than I remember. Now, one of my other friends on the server has also recently started building his base, I think. I don't know. He's one of the less active ones, but he got on the other day, and I think he started, although I'm not entirely sure. Where is this portal? I thought it was this way. It might be. I don't know. I'm gonna just go over to his place and see if I see anything. That's something. Is there any... Okay, yeah. So we did start, barely. His plan is living in a giant tree, which that's what that looks like. I'd say he needs some more roots coming out, though, which I'll tell him that. But that looks very interesting. I'm going to go check out that house, because this is the guy who built the starter house. He's very good at making houses. And yes, this looks very cool. It's very small, but it looks great. Yeah, this is Kalen. Let's see, does he have anything? Ooh, he does have 3 mini guardians. That's nice, and some leather. He has some wool, I'm not sure what he's... Oh, he has 26 diamonds. I didn't know he had any diamonds. I don't know why I do this, but sometimes I just look at people's stuff to see what they have. Oh, unbreaking. He doesn't have a fortune pickaxe yet, but, and that kind of tells you how active he is on the server. He doesn't have a fortune pickaxe. I have almost 2 stacks of iron blocks, and I don't know how many you need for a beacon, but I think that's close, right? I think it's 2.5 stacks, although I could be wrong. I'll check in a moment after I record this clip. What my plans for this are is that I'm gonna have, I don't know how many houses, maybe four. This would be my house, and then I'd have one, two, three, four, I guess. But then in the middle here, I'd have a big fountain, which should hopefully look really good. And then in that fountain, there would be the secret entrance to my base, which, as I said in the last episode, will be a futuristic underground bunker. This is just the outside. This means nothing towards my actual base. This is all just aesthetic. Then once I get the fountain in, then I can begin my actual real base. And it's gonna take a while. These houses are gonna take a while to build and plan. I'm gonna freestyle at least one of them, maybe all three, although I doubt it because this one didn't turn out well on his first try, and that'd be even worse in survival. So yeah, I think this might be the biggest house of the four, my house. I don't want the other three to be quite as grand, but I still want there to be other ones so it doesn't just look like a lone house. But then in the fountain, which would be around here, there'll be a secret entrance to my actual base, and that's where the cool part's gonna begin. Is that new? I swear that used to say, always assume rumors are false rather than assuming they're true or something like that. Come on, Mojang, you're giving out some bad advice here. You can't be doing that. I've never seen that before. It's hilarious. Is that a reference to the old thing that said that, or is that just something entirely new that they put in there? I finally got a new sword, and this is actually the best sword I've ever had in survival. It has, I think that is every single sword enchantment you can get. I don't think there is a Fire Aspect 3, although I could be wrong. I mean, I can still enchant this. If there is, then I can put it on. It's insane, though. If anyone has enchanted a sword before, you know that it's really hard to get all of the enchantments on there without a too expensive thing showing up. But I have them. I'm pretty sure I have all of the enchantments on here. I could be wrong. I might be missing something. But as far as I'm aware, that's all of them. I don't know. But one other thing I did while I was off camera is I built this, except I'm not done with the roof. This used to be the place where we had the enchantment table set up. I mean, it still is. But I was going to have Kalen build it because obviously he's pretty good at building, but he never did. He never built it. So I decided to take matters into my own hands and build it myself. And I'd say it looks all right. It's not the best, but it's pretty good. Yeah, there's the beacon. The roof is kind of but it looks way better than it used to. I'll put an image of what it used to look like up on the screen, and then compare it to now. It definitely looks better, but it's not perfect. It could use a few more lights though. Guys, I'm being bullied. I'm being assaulted on my own server. Like, this is the reason I made my own servers, to prevent this kind of stuff from happening. But clearly that's not the case. I just realized I don't have respiration or aqua affinity on my helmet. I have Featherfall and Depth Strider on my boots, but I don't have either of those. It's called Fasting Water Punch, and I don't have them. That's ironic a little bit. I tried to do some decorating around here, and I didn't do a very good job. I put a few rocks in that don't look too great, and then this path. I guess I could use some gravel, maybe some coarse dirt. I don't know. I might come back here and make it look better, but for now it's done. Well, if it's not done, I still have to do the roof, which I'll do now. Alright, now it is done. Yeah, it's not the greatest, but I think it's definitely better than what it looked like earlier. So it'll do for now. If anyone wants to come fix it or make it better, then please do so. What I'm kind of planning on doing, though, is I think we should make this whole island look good. Like, we should remove all this ugly stuff that we built on the first day, and we should make it really pretty, like this house that Kalen built. I really like it. I think it looks good, except for that part right there. Um, I did my part, I guess, but I didn't do a very good job of it. Uh, but I don't even know how many people who are on the server watch the videos. I know at least 2 people do. Um, I guess that's good enough. If 2 people want to come here and build something real quick just to make it look slightly better, then that's great. If you don't, then that's also great. I'm sure we can get other people to do it. You better not. You better not do that. Now I'm gonna wait. What? I. So. What? I logged in to show you that I started working on one of the other houses that I was gonna put. Oh, what? That is very weird. I logged in to show that I was starting to work on some of the houses that are going to be around this, like I said earlier in the episode. But when I logged out, I was in the nether, and this happened. I don't. I have no comment. I'm so confused. This is very strange. Um, I definitely wasn't expecting that. Is it Sam in the nether? No, it says I'm in the overworld. This is this is a weird end to an episode. Anyway, though, in the next episode, I'm probably gonna start working on this thing, and maybe I'll build this too. Although I doubt I'll finish this in one episode. But you never know. Except, don't expect me to finish this in one episode. That's what I'm gonna do. That's I can't even talk right now. I'm just so startled by this whole thing. It's very strange. Anyway, though, yeah, just vote on whether you want it in the plains of the taiga, or I guess instead of the taiga, it'd be next to that mountain, like in the not. I don't want to say valley because it's not a valley, but it's kind of a valley. You know what I mean, probably. So yeah, I guess just vote, and then I'll start building this in whichever place wins. That's what I'll do. Uh, hopefully, my world isn't corrupted.